Heat race number 1 on track now. The American Stocks take the green flag, July 12th, 2014. And a bit of a contact in the back already. Mike Hill leads you away in the number 59, the 21 RRR. Fantastic to see him back on track after a major crash. Last race out, completely tore apart that front end. Roger Welch takes the lead, battle for third. Settlemeyer in the number 84 Orange Bang Machine. And then right behind him, Kevin Johnston in the 22K, Kyle Yurto in the 8. And rounding out the field, Anthony Sly in the number 17. Heat race number 1, green. And Roger Welch opening up a big lead, battle for second, battle for fourth. All the rest of the American Stocks in this heat race are from second on back on screen. Roger Welch checked out in this one. There he goes across the line. And here comes the rest of the field. Yurto, Wade Yurto, I'm sorry. Tried to take out our front straightaway camera that's not even active yet. Gotta wait to do that in the main. I'm so used to calling the number 8 Kyle Yurto, because Kyle used to race out here. Meanwhile, Roger Welch checked out in this one. Look at the rest of the field coming out of the corner. It's a swarm of hobby stocks. I'm sorry, American stocks. Wrong division. Welch will take the white flag right now. And in the wall again is Yurto. I thought he was going to bounce off the wall and into Johnston. Not going to happen. Now you see why I've been filming this paddle the whole time. Roger Welch out of turn number 4, taking the checkered flag in the first American Stock heat race and the first heat race of the evening. Hill will finish second, and here comes the rest of the field across the line in this first 8-lap heat race at Bakersfield Speedway. Heat race number 2 on track now for the American Stocks. Field ready to go green next time by. They fooled me. Mark Irwin in the purple People Eater, the number 14 machine, to his outside, the 15D. That is Dakota Brown. Inside, row number 2 has the number 44, your points leader in this division, Brian Childress. To his outside, the number 53, Carson Purrier. The number 27, Tara Childress, and rounding out the field, flip-flop, Tyler Irwin in the number 72 machine. Here we go, 8 laps scheduled for this second American Stock heat race. We go green. 40 races now on this motor. The number 44, your points leader. 40 races on that motor alone. I heard about it in the pit area from father and son. Not only are they proud of that stat, but they're also nervous of that stat as well. Dakota Brown, on the other hand, has purple wheels. So what do you got to say about that? I got nothing. Carson Purrier looking for a better outing here tonight. June 28th was not a favorable one. Irwin battling it out. Tyler Irwin to the inside of Mark Irwin. Tyler in the number 72, gonna slide up. Mark Irwin's gonna slip right behind. Mark Irwin's setup just doesn't look like it's working in this American Stock heat race, battle for second. Brian Childress, forget about that motor. He's got to worry about that hood starting to peel open. He's going to battle with Carson Purrier for the second spot. Dakota Brown checking out. Look at that hood. It is flopping all around, getting some. Hey, that's one way to get air to that motor. That's going to help it last about another 40 more races. Secretly, I'm hoping that thing flies off, but I would rather it stay on and not cause any harm. I wonder, it's got to be causing some distraction. But if there's any person out here that would never get distracted, it would be Brian Childress. Dakota Brown, white flag. One more to go to claim the checkered in the second American Stock Heat race. Puryear's going to do everything he can. He's to the inside for second spot. Dakota Brown, checkered flag. Who's going to be at the line? Puryear looks to have gotten Childress at the line, and Childress hangs on and survives with that flopping hood. He raced number 1 on track now for the IMCA Sport Mods. Got a couple of new cars for Low Budget TV in this one. The number 83 that is driven by Brett Carlson. To his outside, it'll be James Cecil in number 12, 51 Cruz Griffith, C9 Chad Reichenbach, the 174 Ethan Dodson. Carlson not off to a fast start. So he's going to slip back some. Everybody basically passing him. Number 52U. That is driven by James Usolini. And rounding out this one is your points leader, the 223. Lee Jensen. Battling for second to the inside of Cecil. Couple of new competitors on track. They're battling here, trying to make it into the A main event, but where they're sitting right now, where they're racing, not going to do the trick. 25 cars showing up for the Sport Mods here this evening, so we are going to have a couple of B mains. Oh, some contact due to Cecil slipping and sliding. Unbelievable to me that Ethan Dodson is back on track here this evening after a major crash in the Sport Mod main event last race out here a couple weeks ago. Completely busted in that passenger side when his father, of all cars, spun it out in turns number 3 and 4, and nowhere to go was the 174 Ethan Dodson. Rickenback in the lead. Field's pretty much spread out. They're gonna go around. Oh, well, he's gonna try to get around the 83. Contact there. White flag out, and here comes the checkered flag for Chad Rickenback and the number C9. Your winner, and got to give it to Dump over here, James Cecil, for if you can't win the race, definitely put on the best show. And we've been told in the pit area by Cecil that if ever he's in a golf cart, expect to have to repair. He is a rollover king in golf carts. He raced number 2 for the IMCA Sport Mods on track now. Tim Paddock will start on the front row alongside the number 20. Bruce Johnson, we go green. Top 3 transfer out of these Sport Mod E races. All others will have to go through the B main event. Nick Sylvester in the 38. Eric Manning in the 14. Gary Dutton in the 97. And rounding out the field, Austin Fry. Look at the lead change out of turn number 4. Nick Sylvester wasting no time. He's going to battle it out with Bruce Johnson. Battle for third. Going to try 3 wide with contact, and around goes Tim Paddock off the nose of Eric Manning. Yellow is out here on lap number 2. So you can see the field has slimmed down one car. We're down to 5. Eric Manning being asked to leave this heat race, so he's going to be an automatic transfer into the B main event. So the top 3 on screen right now are the 3 that are going directly to the A. If they stay there, Austin Fry in the 5A and Tim Paddock have some work to do to try to get around Gary Dutton in the 97. Dutton did get some damage from that. We're going to zoom in to his right side. See, it caved in a little bit. But it doesn't look like it affected the car at all, as he's running in 3rd. Lap 4 on the board, making 5 at the line for Nick Sylvester in the 38. Had a rough start to the main event. Last race out, Bruce Johnson goes way wide. We're going to see a battle for 2nd now. Dutton moves his way into the 2nd spot. Bruce is going to try his way to the inside. Crossover for 2nd. Austin Fry is loving what he's seen right now. There is a chance that he could catch up to these 2. Make a move. White flag is out, so time is of the essence. Nick Sylvester in the lead in this 2nd heat race for the IMCA Sport Mods. He comes through turns number 3 and 4, collecting the checkers. Now across the line, and Dutton with Johnson are the 3 going into the A main event. All others will have to work into the A main. Heat race number 3 for the IMCA Sport Mods. We go green. Levi Kiefer leading the way. I think Garrett Jernigan, the number 4. Yes, he did make contact with the wall. He's dragging his back end across the track now. I'm going to check him out here in a second. Wayne Dodson 2nd. Brylan Holder 3rd. Battle for 4th has Michael Johnson in the 22C, last main event winner, and Rick Childress Jr. Look at the damage. Just looks to be, as of now, a flat right rear for Jernigan. He definitely white-walled his tires, wheels. Collecting the start-finish line straightaway wall as he came out of turn 4 for the green flag. Battle for 4th. Michael Johnson, Brylan Holder. And Johnson's going to spin it out. I was just going to mention that they had to replace the brake master cylinder earlier today in the pit area, so he's going to have to get used to having rear brakes. Yellow is out, and we'll be back after the lap 4 restart. 4 laps into this 3rd heat race for the Sport Mods. We go green. Kiefer looking strong already. Look at Wayne Dodson and Rick Childress Jr. battling for the 2nd spot. Dodson, I just spoke about his kid. A return 3 wide for the lead with contact. We're racing here. These 3, mind you, are walking into the A main, and they are racing hard like it's the last lap of the main event. Sport Mods, always exciting when they hit the track. Ethan Dodson returning with his same car after the big crash with his father Wayne Dodson, who's in 2nd spot right now. Wayne Dodson, on the other hand, returning with a different car. They had a lot of front end damage that they couldn't repair in time. White flag for Kiefer, white flag for the battle for 2nd. Good battling for the 2nd spot. It got dicey at times, but Levi Kiefer comes out of turn number 4, checkered flag, and the 2nd place battle will go to Wayne Dodson. Brylan Holder rounding out the cars remaining on track. Michael Johnson pulling it off, as well as Jernigan. Heat race number 4 for the IMCA Sport Mods on track now, and a new car with some new colors and a new number leads you away. The 13M Matt Mayo to his outside, Brenda Kirby. Jared Schweitzer in the 2S machine, the 84G. Kyle Griffith, the 32 Tina McGowan, and rounding out the field, new to the division, first time ever, Johnny Wood in the number 35. Battle up front, Mayo looking good with that 13M. Top 3 in a bunch, here comes McGowan, battling her way into the A main. 2 ladies bumping out of turn number 4. Mayo leading away. Griffith trying to get around Mayo in the second spot. Jared Schweitzer makes a move to the inside of Kirby. Some contact for the lead. Folks, if this doesn't get you out here to Bakersfield Speedway, or any racetrack for that matter, to see some sport mod racing, I don't know what will. Always putting on a show, these sport mod drivers. It looks like this in the hot laps at times. Griffith, you saw him get around Mayo for the lead. Lap 4 on the board. Mayo slips back to second. Schweitzer trying to make his way into the third spot. McGowan is in third and on the bubble. Schweitzer's going to spin it out. That's not going to help. Now Brenda Kirby going to try to do what she can to get up to McGowan. Yellow is out, so we're going to bunch him back up. Schweitzer spun it out in turn number 2. All right, so what's going to happen in the remainder part of this race? McGowan on the bubble in the 32. Brenda Kirby in 4th, trying to get by. Griffith leads him away. Mayo in the second spot. Wood's going to make his first Sport Mod spin over in turn number 2. McGowan looking for a way around Mayo for second spot. Yellow is out. So now we got 4 Sport Mods left on track. A one and done rule, you bring out the caution, you are done for that race. In this heat race. I'm not sure about that in the B main. But if that's the case, you definitely don't want to screw up in that. Griffith out of turn number 4. Putting some time over Matt Mayo. Mayo's getting some heat though. Got a battle for the transfer spot. Brenda Kirby looking to the inside of McGowan. And I think McGowan knows it, so now she's going to try to make her way into second to put some gap between. Get her out of the bubble. Into turn 3. Out of turn number 4. Kyle Griffith will win the heat race in this Sport Mod heat. Heat race number 1 for the IMCA. See, this is where it gets confusing because you hear so many different names for this division. I've heard IMCA Street Stocks. I've heard IMCA Super Streets. I've heard IMCA Super Stocks. I'm just going to say that they're cars on dirt. The IMCA Street Stock division on track now. That's kind of the latest one that I've heard. 3 cars in this one. There was going to be 4, but Chad Weber pulled out and the right front suspension had broke. It seemed like a bolt sheared off or something happened. Just a silly incident. So he got towed off into the pit area and he's going to have some work to do before he goes main event racing. So that puts Billy the Kid Simpkins in the 68J out in front, the 5. And the 04, Tim Randolph. The 5, I'm trying to remember the name here. I'm going to get it. I might have to listen from the announcers. See? Wayne Kaufman in number 5. Thank you, Steve Hughes. I wouldn't start drinking more green tea. I believe that's what remedies memory loss. So 3 cars kind of spread out in this one. Here on lap number 6, Simpkins looking like he's gonna run his way into a heat race win. White flag is in the air. Tim Randolph, your fast time qualifier, I believe, and the number 04 in the back of this heat race. Through turns number 3 and 4, your winner in the first street stock heat race is Billy the Kid Simpkins. Heat race number 2, this will be the final heat race for the IMCA Street Stocks. 9 cars entered for this main event. So we got 5 cars in this heat, 4s was planned for the first heat, and that was a false start and a lot of contact, but not any major contact. That gives me some time to go through the starting lineup. Brady Bell starts on the pole to his outside. Number 20T, Toby Randolph. Lonnie Welch in the number 14 machine. The number 30K, that is Billy Stevens. And rounding out the rest of the field, the 1 car left, Johnny Bedingfield in the number 7B machine. I think he has the most damage from that start. Running into the back. Everybody kind of ran into everybody on that start. So the light's out. We're going to try it again. Complete restart. And we're green flag, and we're as tight as we were before. Brady Bell battling for the lead. Toby Randolph to the high side. He's going to have to hit the brakes. Lonnie Welch moving into the second spot, looking for a way around Bell for the lead. Bedingfield, who had hit the wall in qualifying, gets 2 sideways in turn number 3. Bell holds on to the lead over Welch. Battle for third. Billy Stevens and Toby Randolph. Welch trying the low side. Bell up on the high side. 2 great battles to watch here. Top 4 on screen. This division, we wear it out, but it's very true. Don't need the most car count to make it a fantastic show. Every time out, these IMCA Street Stocks always put on a heck of a race, and this is just a preview where you see here for the lead of what it's going to look like in the main events. And you can get a copy of the main events. Just contact us here on YouTube or on Facebook, Low Budget TV, to get some ordering information from us on how to purchase your main event DVDs. All DVDs have every lap of the main events, which are going to look just like this for the IMCA Street Stocks. It completely looks like they get paid to drive this way, but it's truly how competitive this division is. Bell holding on to the lead here on lap number 6. Welch doing everything he can on the inside to get around that 54 machine. Everybody else spread out, and look at the gap between second and third. Battle for the lead. White flag. Can Welch get it this lap? The lap that doesn't really pay much, but starting position. Lonnie Welch to the inside. Bill up high. Out of turn number 4. Who's going to get the better exit? Lonnie Welch sneaks by Bell on the last corner of this heat race. Heat race number 1 on track now for the IMCA Modifieds. The A-Mods is what they're called all across the nation. Ryan Daves leads it away. To his outside is the number 2, J. Justin Schweitzer. Brad Pounds in the 15B, Troy Morris. Junior in the 07. Morris not off to a great start. His motor sounding like it's flooding out or missing some spark. The 78, you saw spin out the 78S. Matt Schweitzer, and rounding out the field, the number 71, Rich Denman, and we go yellow. I was waiting for that yellow. I knew it was going to happen. And I think a lot of the field did as well. Restart lap 1 coming up. Here we go, restart. Schweitzer leads it. That'll be Justin Schweitzer, Matt Schweitzer in the infield. Morris's car still not running well. At least sounds like it's not running well. Brad Pounds trying the outside groove on Justin Schweitzer. Not able to get it done out of turn number 4. Morris is going to pull it off. Battle for the lead out of turn number 2. Pounds on the high side will theoretically take it. Can Schweitzer get by? Pounds leads lap number 3. And off into the way. Off into the sunset. Goes that 15B, Brad Pounds. Schweitzer. Getting that 2J dialed in. Ryan Daves and Rich Denman are the remaining cars on track. And you know what they say about Denman? Well, I don't have Jeffrey next to me to help fill in the blank. He's out in Texas this evening, over the weekend, flying out. So he went, instead of coming to Bakersfield where it's 100 degrees, he was probably in Texas where it's about 300 degrees and humid. Brad Pounds leads him away. There's the gap between first and second. And second and third with a battle. Rich Denman trying the top shelf. Dave's down low. White flag is in the air. Brad Pounds down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Your winner in this heat race for the modifieds here at Bakersfield Speedway. Schweitzer will finish second. Denman will get by Daves for third. Another heat race for the IMCA modifieds on track now. Scott Gatson, Brett Bennett, Kyle Heckman, Robbie Sawyer, and Randall Davis in this one. Gatson, the 29X, last race out, had a season best 4th place finish. After what he said in the post-race interview, changing the suspension setup last minute without even knowing what it'll do. Minutes before they staged up for the race. Oh, some contact. Gatson and Sawyer. Heckman in the second spot. Sawyer in the third spot. Gatson, you see the damage on his right side quarter panel, all crinkled up. Randall Davis trying to get around Gatson. And Bennett out to an early lead in this one, a 5B machine. He leads over Heckman by a few car lengths. Heckman looks to be closing in little by little. It might be a little too late. Oh, a lot of littles in that sentence. You see that 00 closing in. We're on lap 5. Make it 6 at the line. 2 to go when they cross the stripe. Can Heckman close in on that 5B? But be able to pass him. One thing to catch up, it's another thing to pass. He looks down low, white flag waving. It's a duel out here in the valley, Bakersfield Speedway. Heckman down low, Bennett up high, checkered flag waving. Who's going to take it at the line? It'll be Bennett in that 5B holding off the 00. Kyle the Hitman Heckman. Robbie Sawyer finishing third. Here we go. I believe the final heat race of the evening here at Bakersfield Speedway, July 12th, 2014. The 51B, Brian Clark. What was Brett all about? Brett Bennett just won the last heat race. Maybe that's where he came from. Brian Clark in the 51B. Joey Antis in the 4. The 97 of J. Marks, Steve Gypsy. The 10N, that is not Rob Sanders. That is the little shoe, Kevin Irwin, making his debut. IMCA modified race. 3 wide up front for the lead. And look at Marks like a master, a pirate out there on the seas in the dirt. Taking the lead here on lap number 1. Rounding out the field, the number 17N, Steve Nolan. Couple of good battles to watch throughout this one. Battle for third is one of them. Irwin slips up, allows Clark to get a great exit. And Yantis was closing in on J. Mark. Not the case. See Irwin way wide out of turn number 4. I didn't know if something broke on that 10-inch machine. Some contact. More contact. Having to hit the brakes to avoid some contact. I spoke to Kevin Irwin in the pit area, asking him if this was his first ever time in the IMCA Modified. He goes, well, it's my first time in a race condition, but I've driven this car before. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's neat. He responded with, it's a good thing you guys are here tonight, I guarantee it. He's getting exciting in the heat race already. Jay Martin eating him away. Lap 6 up on the scoreboard. Here's the gap between first and second. Joey Antis in the 4. He took a little bit of a break, it seemed. He only wanted to race when it's hot out here. White flag for J. Mark. Well, you see him steal the lead out of turn number 4. And now, coming out of turn number 4 with the checkered flag waving, your winner in this heat race, J. Marks. Yantis finishing second, Clark third,